Coming next, Heyday Wakeboats Pro Watercross National Tour, presented by Broward Motorsports. Round 5 from Reno, Sparks, Nevada, as the world's greatest watercross racers grab a handful of throttle amid the natural beauty. The points battle to become champion heats up. Find out who's on top as we preview the matchups and show you what to expect today. Outside Magazine consistently ranks Reno as one of the top outdoor towns in America, and we'll share with you some of the reasons why. Like father, like son. Meet a family that comes together at the racetrack. Take a few laps and hang out in the pits with the Reddingers, where racing is a family tradition. Get ready to race as the world's greatest watercross racers head for the whole shot in Reno. Time for the Heyday Wakeboats Pro Watercross National Tour, presented by Broward Motorsports.
Hi, I'm Kurt Doleberg.
I'm Rambo Rosie.
Welcome to the Heyday Wakeboats Pro Watercross National Tour presented by Broward Motorsports.
We are at round 4 in beautiful Reno, Sparks, Nevada. The world's greatest watercross racers are here to test and be tested.
That's right, Rambo Rosie. We're going to have some exciting racing action all day long at the Spark Marina.
Hey guys, we're at round 4 in Reno, Sparks, Nevada. Probably the best beautiful sight besides Panama. We got a beautiful lake. This used to be an old rock quarry. I heard there's a lot of machinery down at the bottom. Cold water this weekend.
We're at altitude, so everybody's going to be a little bit slower off of their game where they usually are. Basically when we have to tune for the altitude, everybody loses a few miles an hour, some 5 to 10 miles an hour. So the boats won't be quite as quick, but the competition is going to be just as tough.
It's a battle to get out front and try to bring home some hardware for this weekend. It's really going to be tough, but those guys are good, they're fast. I'm out there competing against one of the new Cowies, the 1500s, and it's just a lot of good competition out there. Friendly, good competition.
That was a great sneak peek of what we can expect here today. Rambo Rosie, how did we get here?
Let's recap, rewind, and review some highlights from round 3 in Texas.
There was some great racing action.
On the line, Pro Ski GP. Jammin' Jimmy Wilson is off to another great start. But quickly, Dustin Matzurek is in high-speed pursuit. Matz picks his line carefully as they battle to and fro. But on this day, Jimmy Wilson simply owns the track and wins all 3 motos. In Sport GP, Sam Nemi races like a man on a mission. But this weekend belongs to Sam Nemi and the Broward Motorsports team. Runabout Box Stock is on the line. Troy Snyder leads the charge on his Yamaha. It's amazing what a stock sled can do. In the tradition of great racing on the Pro Watercross National Tour, all 3 head to the podium, led by Troy Snyder. In Runabout GP, Claude C.C. Clayton sets the pace. But overall, the class and top spot belongs to Corey Hyman. Still ahead on Heyday Wakeboats Pro Watercross National Tour, presented by Broward Motorsports. A watercross track is consistently evolving, changing. What's it like to race in Reno? Hang on for a hot lap around this most challenging track. But first, hang on as we go for a ride with some local wakeboard riders and their Heyday Wake boat.
Well, Heyday Wakeboats has been out in the market for about 2 years now. They're a price point surf boat. A lot of your guys that are out there can't afford a $150,000 boat. This boat right here retails for $39,995. And this boat is gonna perform like any $100,000 boat. It's gonna give you a killer surf wake. It's gonna give you perfect paths. You have digital dash options. You have built-in ballast, and it holds 9 people. You can go out right after work. You can go out on the weekends, and you can get the job done. Go surfing, wakeboarding, water skiing. It's completely versatile. So surfing's a blast. After going to college in San Diego, living on the beach, working out in San Diego and surfing every morning, I really miss surfing every day. And now with the surf boats and these price points, Heyday surf boats, we can get out in the water every day and we don't have to be at the beach. We're out here in Reno. We got snow on the mountains behind us. We got a perfect lake right here, and we've been wakeboarding and surfing all day.
The Heyday Wake Boats Pro Watercross National Tour, presented by Broward Motorsports, is brought to you by Broward Motorsports, by Heyday Wake Boats, brought to you by Pro Watercross, brought to you by VisitRenoTahoe.com, and brought to you by the City of Sparks, Nevada, and by these fine sponsors. Broward Motorsports, South Florida's premier power sports dealer, with 4 locations: Davie, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach, and Tequesta. A huge selection of new and used motorcycles, UTVs, ATVs, boats, trailers, and personal watercraft. Log on, check out the selection, and request a quote. Broward Motorsports will not be undersold. The best staff in the industry are ready to serve you. We also feature a customizing department to build the machine of your dreams. At Broward Motorsports, you gotta ride.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Heyday Wake Boats Pro Watercross National Tour, presented by Broward Motorsports. What do we got going on today, Rosie?
Well, as a former racer, I can tell you that this course is challenging. With the split and the log jump, let's take a look with our lap of the day.
We're on board with Pete Zernick, one of the top competitors in the Pro Ski GP class. And they're up. Warner gets a hole shot on the left-hand side. Pete trying to keep up. Starting to pull up, but Warner pulls just in front of him as they go around the double yellow boys off the start. Warner roughing up the water. Pete trying to stay out of the pump wash. The pump wash is aerated. You don't get as much of a grip on the water when it's aerated that way, so you'll see these riders jump inside and outside to stay off the wake. Notice how Pete's staying off to the right of it. Here they come down the front straightaway towards the scat track log jump. First time, here we go, up in the air. Oh, the best riders will bunny hop that boat up and over. Pete did a phenomenal job of doing that. Notice how he's staying out of the pump wash and starting to accelerate up on Warner. Pete, one of the top competitors, of course, multi-time champion Craig Warner right in front. Watch them as they head back into the sun. Pete staying out of that pump wash once again. They call it jumping the wash, inside, outside, wide open, close to 75 miles an hour down the straightaway here. We're going to go into the split course, making a decision, inside or outside. Pete, going to follow to the inside. Watch as he gets into the pump wash here and out of it. Jumping over. Don't want to follow your competitor when you're on the stand-up ski. You want to be right out of that pump wash, down the front straightaway once more. That is the lap of the day here in Reno, Sparks, Nevada.
In Ski GP, Dave Redinger and Pete Zernick mix it up right from the start.
Zernick in second, Ian Roberts, and it's up and over. Zernick in second, Roberts in third. Oh, they battle. Ian Roberts pushes Pete to the side. These guys have raced together for years. Oh, Pete is not going to be happy with Ian.
And when they hit the log, it's all the way live. Redinger is one of the best young racers in the game and comes from a great racing family. He's in the zone, and DR takes the win in Moto 1. In Moto 2, Redinger and Ian Roberts go at it again.
Warner getting a drive on the outside, Zernick right behind him. Roberts and Redinger going at it. Looks like Roberts might...
Ian has the proper setup today and takes the win, setting up a big-time final as Roberts and Redinger will settle the score later in the show.
Absolutely, Ride Warner is coming.
The sports stock boats may be smaller, but it takes a big heart and muscle to manhandle these blasters. A new name on the circuit, Jeff McPhail, made the trek from Cummings, Georgia, and wasted no time with introductions. An impressive debut for McPhail and his Yamaha. Victory in Moto 1, followed by Dearman in second. Ready for Moto 2? McPhail and Dearman clearly are, and it's time to get it on as the two Yamaha racers strut their stuff. Take a look at McPhail's technique and body English. He's bringing a lot to the party, and Dearman has noticed. It's a repeat of Moto 1, McPhail, followed by Dearman, setting a final that is sure to satisfy. On the line, it's time for box stock racers to get ready. What is the best line? How to get the angle? And all of a sudden, it's on. Jeff Dykowski, the wily vet, shows you what a senior citizen can do. He's pouring on the power with his Yamaha. The fountain of youth must be in Rydell, Georgia, flowing through Dykowski's backyard as he chugs to the checkers. In Moto 2, watch the racing technique of Troy Snyder. Mr. T has taken a stock Yamaha from the dealer's showroom floor and is coaxing it to run at close to 90 miles an hour.
In second, Brandon Warner.
Giving chase, the Yamaha of Brandon Warner, one of the California racers bold enough to take a chance on this circuit.
Everybody made it through safely.
And he quickly finds the going gets tough as Troy Snyder wins Moto 2, setting up a final to look forward to. When Heyday Wakeboats Pro Watercross National Tour presented by Broward Motorsports returns, discover what makes Reno Sparks one of America's top outdoor towns. A tour de force of fun, games, festivals, and heck, we'll even take a whirl at the world's tallest outdoor climbing wall. But first, let's find out why pro watercross racers enjoy Shark Energy drinks.
This Shark Energy drink, the cool thing about it is it uses it has coffee beans for the caffeine, and it has several different vitamins in it. It makes it a little more natural, and you don't get the crash from it like you do with some of the other big name drinks. You guys have to check it out, sharkenergyusa.com.
Broward Motorsports, South Florida's premier power sports dealer with 4 locations: Davie, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach, and Tequesta. A huge selection of new and used motorcycles, UTVs, ATVs, boats, trailers, and personal watercraft. Log on, check out the selection, and request a quote. Broward Motorsports will not be undersold. The best staff in the industry are ready to serve you. We also feature a customizing department to build the machine of your dreams. At Broward Motorsports, you gotta ride.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Heyday Wake Boats Pro Watercross National Tour presented by Broward Motorsports. Rambo Rosie, we've got some characters in the pits. Who's going to look at today?
We have David Bredinger. He's young, he's fast, and he embodies the spirit of racing.
He's an exciting young racer. Let's go take a look.
Racing is all about relationships. How close are you to the next competitor? The time and space between first and second may be as close as a gnat's eyelash. But off the track, relationships with racers, teams, and family are even more important. Meet the Redingers, a father and son who's made watercross a large part of their life. Both are racers who've made a mark in the sport. His son David carries on the family legacy of speed that his father started. But what's far more important than racing is their relationship, and that may be their biggest victory ever.
This all began with my dad. He got me on a jet ski when I think I was, 1 year old. And, he's been racing since the late 80s, early 90s, and, I was just kind of born into it. So, I wouldn't be where I'm at today without my dad. And, it's awesome to be here on Father's Day, racing with my dad and seeing him out here racing.
I was proud of him for doing so well, and he's just achieved more than I'd ever expected.
It's clear that racing is a family tradition for the Redingers. It served them well as a place to come together. And today in Reno, they're ready to write another chapter in the Racing with the Redingers saga. Round 4 of the Pro Watercross National Tour lands in northern Nevada at the picturesque city of Spark Marina. And just a stone's throw away is Reno and Lake Tahoe. This is where the nation's largest alpine lake and majestic mountains meet the high desert, where you can win big and lose yourself. Outside Magazine consistently ranks Reno Tahoe as one of America's top outdoor destinations. The place is jam-packed with hardcore leisure. Love the smell of fresh ambition in the morning? You can surf world-class rapids in the middle of a bustling downtown. We caught up with some kayakers having the time of their life at the Truckee River Whitewater Park. Just another wildly low-key day. In Reno Tahoe, you can see more, do more, and be more. Looking for the challenge? How about tackling the world's tallest climbing wall perched on the side of a hotel in the heart of downtown Reno? Yep, the biggest little city in the world is up for anything. Work hard, play harder. Undoubtedly, Reno Tahoe is a destination packed with energy, but it's also the perfect place to decompress. Self-expression and a deep appreciation of the arts are a huge part of this area's DNA. A recent surge of craft breweries and community spaces puts the happy in happy hour. And there's no shortage of fun choices. The Eddy next to the river is a perfect place to start. With great weather comes great outdoor festivals. Reno and Sparks clearly know how to celebrate, and their events calendar is packed with fun. Check out the jams from the U.S. Army Band as the Stars and Stripes laid down the grooves. Yep, this place has swagger. Perhaps we saved the best for last. 2 words, Lake Tahoe. This paradise is only 40 minutes from Reno. Drink in the view, breathe the mountain air, smell the pines, and play hard. So get off the beaten path and find your adventure in Reno, Tahoe. We did. That's why Pro Watercross and our athletes love coming here. It's time for the final moto, when Heyday Wakeboat's Pro Watercross National Tour presented by Broward Motorsports returns. The races are headed to the line, and we are ready to crown a champion in round 6. Broward Motorsports, South Florida's premier power sports dealer with 4 locations: Davie, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach, and Tequesta. A huge selection of new and used motorcycles, UTVs, ATVs, boats, trailers, and personal watercraft. Log on, check out the selection, and request a quote. Broward Motorsports will not be undersold. The best staff in the industry are ready to serve you. We also feature a customizing department to build the machine of your dreams. At Broward Motorsports, you gotta ride. The Heyday Wakeboats Pro Watercross National Tour, presented by Broward Motorsports, is brought to you by Broward Motorsports, by Heyday Wakeboats, brought to you by Pro Watercross, brought to you by VisitRenoTahoe.com, and brought to you by the City of Sparks, Nevada, and by these fine sponsors.
Welcome back. Heyday Wakeboats Pro Watercross National Tour, presented by Broward Motorsports. Rambo Rosie, it's the finals.
And it's my favorite part of the show. As a former racer, I can tell you, these guys are nervous. Their adrenaline is pumping, but I need them to ante up because all the chips are on the table.
There's going to be some exciting racing action here in Sparks, Nevada. Let's take a look.
They are all on the line in the Pro-Am Ski GP. The quiet moments before the start give racers some time to ponder, but not for long. Zernick, Roberts, and Redinger go at it hard and fast.
I'm telling you what, I am so excited I can barely sit still. Look at this, side by side on the inside split already. One of those boats looks like potentially Idiot Roberts dipping his shoulder. We'll check him as they come around so I can catch that off the line. Watch him as they come out side by side. Oh. Yeah, it's David Redinger and Pete Zernick. Zernick can hit the logs up first.
Zernick is on his game, and while many are giving chase, the speedster from Sacramento goes wire to win Moto 3. But, as is all too coming, the points and the overall win go to the racers who are consistent. And today, it's David Redinger.
Today, I was able to get a good start on the inside. I actually hole shotted on the inside, but Pete Zernick, man, he kept the throttle on, he kept the gas on. I don't think he let off around that outside start, and got the whole shot. We went side by side into the log jump, and that was some fun racing right there.
The final of Sports Stock is on the line, and the grudge match between Dearman and the newcomer McPhail picks up where it left off. Right off the line, some definite fiberglass love in turn one. But the big man, Rod Bigman, takes the outside line and shows you just what a Ski-Doo can do. This racing is physically demanding. Is the third moto draining the newcomer to the series? Meanwhile, Billy Mr. Consistency Dearman is on his game, holding down second place, while Bigman wins Moto 3. Dearman's 3 second-place finishes puts him on the top of the box.
But we were able to hold on to seconds all day on Saturday, and came back on Sunday and we cleaned up. So ended up with a second overall and a first overall. So happy with that. I won't complain.
On the line, the final for box stock. From the dealer's showroom floor to the circuit of the world's greatest watercross racers. And kaboom! Troy Snyder is on his game. He has the stock Yamaha on fire with a textbook example of acceleration. Coming out of the corner, he's next to local racer Sean Connor. But Troy finds another gear, drives hard and fast to extend his lead. Wily vet Jeff Dykowski is running and gunning hard, but can he move up? Race fans, keep an eye on Troy Snyder. Textbook technique, getting the most from his Yamaha, and riding smart. It's all here, folks, as he runs to the top of the box, and it's a 1-2-3 finish for Yamaha.
This track just suits me very well. When you got those kind of mechanics behind you, the elevation doesn't really affect us. We lose a little bit here, but not much. I mean, I've won here like 7 times, so I really love Reno. That's the reason I love to come back here. It's just a good place for me to win.
Join us next week on Heyday Wakeboat's Pro Watercross National Tour, presented by Broward Motorsports. Are you ready for round 6 at the legendary Steel Pier in Atlantic City? The mighty Atlantic Ocean is the backdrop, as the world's greatest watercross racers are cued, ready, and eager to win a championship.